First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Texans. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 43.
On second and 12, Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Houston.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Second and 6.
Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
The 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And some strong running. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
A ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Jaguars 14. Texans 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A 7-yard pickup.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
The keeper.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
19-yard line.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Next to Eagles.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
11 more on that one and another first down.
For another Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watson to give. This is Johnson.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
First down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Pass complete to
Brandon Cooks.
Touchdown.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Extra point is good.
And it's up and good.
The score, Jaguars 28, Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brought down at the 30-yard
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this would complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Watson down to throw. Screen play. Johnson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Johnson.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First down, Texans.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now it's Watson. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Johnson.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
It's second down and goal.
Now Watson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
40 extra points.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at midfield. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here we go, this to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 12 yards there and a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Another
tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
As overtime wears on, something to keep in mind, it is hot down there on the field.
And if we think it's a sauna, what are they feeling down there? And this is where both teams find out about their strength and conditioning program. All the work they put into it to get to this moment, and did the guys follow the mantra of hydrating ahead of time so they're ready to go right now.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go, D. Come again. Here I come again. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up.
They'll run it again with Fournette, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
22-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. He may try and run for this. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
First overtime.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams,
They had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.